Hello, I'm Paul Mazursky. I'm here for the audition.
At exactly 3:42 on that Tuesday afternoon in the last week of September, Paul Mazursky arrived at a small apartment on 16th Street in New York for what would prove to be the most significant meeting of his life.
My name is Stanley Kubrick, and this is my apartment. You are Paul Mazursky, and you are here to audition for a role in my latest film, Fear and Desire. It is 3:43 in the afternoon. You are 7 minutes early.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's just that... Should I come back later?
It is not a problem. Here is your script. We will begin on page 34, and you will read the part of Sydney. Whenever you're ready.
It wasn't my fault. The magician did it. Honest. Prospero the magician. First we're a bird, and then we're an island. Before, I was a general, and now I'm a fish. Hurrah for the magician! The river.
It's blood, Mac. Cold. Cold. I'm going for a swim. Come on in, Mac. Listen to them. It's blood.
Performed well, Mr. Mazursky. You may have the part. It is a relief to see a real actor after some of the auditions I have seen.
I apologize for not being entirely convincing in my first audition. I apologize for not revealing my true talent. I apologize, sir, for not telling you sooner that you're a degenerate, sadistic young man and that you can go to hell before I ever audition for you again.
It wasn't my fault. The magician did it. Honest. Prospero the magician. Gee, that's a dad-blasted darn good poem you done there, mister. First we're a bird, and then we're an island. Before I was a general, and now I'm a fish. Whew, you should be ashamed of yourself, Captain. Hurrah for the magician! Gee, it's getting a bit repetitious, isn't it? The river?
What is your registration number with the Screen Actors Guild?
655321.
All right. You may begin.
Would it be possible to get a glass of milk, brother?
Good. But could you do it again, but a little more passively, with less emotion? Name?
Irma Holloway. I've prepared a monologue from Moliere's Tartuffe.
Oh, that will not be necessary. May I hear you grunt?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Grunt, Mrs. Holloway. And perhaps scream.
I don't know what kind of movie you're making, Mr. Kubrick, but I want no part of it.
Not again.
Irma Holloway was the 10th actress Stanley Kubrick had seen that day. None had been interested in the part, and he was beginning to despair of finding a female lead.
Yes, can you tell me if there is a number for a Virginia Leaf? That's right. CRM114? Thank you. Oh, yes, you can. Yes, connect me, please.
Hello?
Hello, is this Virginia Leaf?
Yes.
Virginia Leaf, the actress and model.
Yes, it is. May I ask who's calling?
Well, Ms. Leaf, my name is Stanley Kubrick, and I'm a film director, and I was wondering if you would be interested in being in a movie that I'm working on.
What kind of movie?
Well, it's a war movie.
A war film? What war?
Well, it's not a war that has been fought, or one that will be, but any war.
But who's fighting?
What do you mean?
I mean, what countries?
The enemies who struggle here do not exist unless we call them into being. War is in this forest, and all that happens now is outside history. Only the unchanging shapes of fear and doubt and death are from our world. These soldiers that you see keep our language and our time, but have no other country but the mind.
I can pay you.
2 weeks later, the casting of Fear and Desire was completed, and the first read-through was scheduled to occur at 11:30 on a Tuesday morning.
Say, Stanley, there are a lot of special effects shots in here. Do we have the budget for this?
Yes, I'm happy to say that we have amassed a budget of several thousand more than we need. I believe we shall use it to purchase 42 mannequins of the feeble, or rather, female sex, for the general's office.
What about the General, Stanley? We've got more parts than actors.
Yes, I've hired a young man called Johnny Gallagher to play the role. He is employed at the fire station down the street and should be here soon. That must be Johnny. Open the door, Toba. Open the door.
everybody okay in here? I thought I heard screaming.
I believe we shall find another actor for the part of the general. Your services are no longer required, Mr. Gallagher.
It is 6 months after Paul Mazursky's first fateful meeting with Stanley Kubrick, and the filming of Fear and Desire has begun in the San Gabriel Mountains of California.
That is a daring move, Dave. You have made a mistake, though. Checkmate.
Can I have a do-over, Mr. Kubrick?
Afraid I can't do that, Dave. All right, let's do another take. I want a wide angle with an 11 stop. Pan wide, then use the 200 millimeter for the close-up. I want a Kurosawa shot with a 360 on the sticks. Paul, Virginia, same as before, but faster and more intense. Slate it. Action.
Listen. I'm lost. Lost on this terrible island. If you have to hate me, please try to like me also.
Cat! That was good, everyone. Paul, go get some water. You need to replenish your precious bodily fluids. Another game, Dave?
Stanley? If we're going to be allowed, do you think you could untie me?
Oh, no time. We're on a schedule.
Mr. Kubrick, I don't mean to second guess you, but shouldn't we be recording audio?
I want you to collect your things and get off my set. Hartman, I'm in charge here, and for your information, it will be cheaper to loop the sound later.
Damn it!
This better be good, Kubrick. You went 10,000 over budget, so I expect a hit.
There will not be a problem, sir. The audio dubbing was more costly than I anticipated, but the film is perfect.
It better be. Lights!
Cold. I'm going for a swim. Come on in, Mac. Listen to them. It's blood.
Burn it.
We can't. We've already distributed the prints.